Hello and welcome back to the channel. So the question is, do I regret moving to Thailand? Well, we'll make this really quick. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I wish I would have done it a long time ago. Now, I first came here in 1990 and fell in love with this country. I was just turned 21 the day I was in my first day in Thailand. And I spent about 6 weeks here and I've missed it ever since. The time that I ever came here was in 2016. My wife and I both came here and she fell in love with this country as well. I love it here. I think a good way to describe it, if you're watching and you're over the age of, let's say, 40 to 45, it's like going back in time. Meaning, do you remember the days when you could just ride in the back of a truck and go down the road and it wasn't against the law and you used to have a good time as a kid just riding in the back of a truck? Well, you can do that here. A lot of things that would be prohibited with all the rules and everything for safety measures in the US, you can do here. And yes, I know all those laws were put in place over time to save lives and all that stuff, and it does, and that's always good, but it was good times. Some things that I have to get used to here, I had to get used to here, was the driving. How if I was in the US, if people drove in the US the way they drove here, well, let's just say every American that came to Thailand would be beeping the horn and screaming profanities all the time. You get used to it over here. You understand how the flow goes after you've been here a while. I've been here a year and a half, and if somebody pulls out in front of me, which they do every day, all right, whatever, I'm expecting it. If somebody cuts me off, I'm kind of expecting it. If no one's looking for motorcycles and they just pull right over onto you, I'm expecting that too. When I'm driving a car, I'm also expecting there to be a motorcycle everywhere I go, even if they're in a blind spot and they're not even supposed to be where they're at, I'm expecting them to be there. Some of the things you just got to get used to here in Thailand. One of the other big things that I love about Thailand and moving here, and why I don't regret moving here, is for prices. I'm afraid when we go back to the US, meaning just to visit, the prices there are going to be like triple what they are here. I'll end up eating at Taco Bell just to save money. But so it's so cheap here to live here in Thailand. Kendall and I, if we eat out on a normal day, when I'm not doing a video for you all at a nicer restaurant, we're usually paying about $2 per meal per person. And drinks, that's a drink. It could be water, but if we get like a Coke Zero, you're still looking at about a little less than $1, about 75 cents for a drink there. So the prices are something that you do get addicted to here in this country. Now, I had to make this next video, this one right here, on a motorcycle. I just got my Honda CT125 about 5 days ago, and I've had a chance to ride on it by myself and with Kendall. And some of you were asking questions about it as to how it would handle or how it did with two people, since it is only a 125cc. If you're not familiar with what a 125cc, the 125 is basically, let's just say, the engine size. The higher that number is, the more power you have, either speed or power. So 125, this motorcycle was made for one person. I did have another seat put on the back on the storage rack on this one so Kendall could ride there, and we added foot pegs as well. And she rode on it, and I was asking her if it was comfortable, and it was. We also put a heat shield, another heat shield on the existing heat shield so that she wouldn't burn her legs, because her legs were going to touch the exhaust pipe. And there were no issues whatsoever. Even when we'd been riding for a while, it wasn't like warm or burning her leg whatsoever. So there was zero issues. Now, she did say she couldn't see herself riding on it for, let's say, 3 hours. I have enjoyed having the storage container, the trunk on the back of it, because every time I go do something, I'm usually have to bring stuff with me. Like when I go to school, I've taken it there already. It's just nice to be able to put your stuff in there. When it rains, it's a waterproof container, works out real well. And if it is raining and I don't want my helmet to get wet because I'm parking the motorcycle and walking away, I can just put the helmet back there and it is safe and sound. I carry 2 ponchos with me, one for Kendall and one for myself in case it does rain. And I have one of those reflective vests for nighttime, just so I can be seen just a little bit more. Now, another reason that I don't regret moving to Thailand here is for the food. The food is just fantastic. Thai food. I mean, who doesn't like Thai food? If you don't like Thai food, definitely don't move to Thailand. Wouldn't make any sense. It is nice, though, every once in a while to go out and get you some international food. International meaning from Thailand somewhere else, like Italian, German, or whatever you're in the mood for. Well, have I got a gem for you. The other day, Kendall and I tried a restaurant she had found online. It is an Italian restaurant, a cute little place. It's off the beaten track. You're not just going to drive on a major highway and pass this place. It's one of those places, if somebody didn't tell you about it, you'd never know it was there. The atmosphere of the place was beautiful. They had outside seating, they had inside seating, and the menu was good and robust. It's a pizza place, but of course they have all Italian dishes. As a matter of fact, Kendall and I didn't even get the pizza. Kendall had the lasagna, and we've had lasagna in Rome, we've had it in Venice. This could go toe-to-toe with any of those for lasagna. And I had the calzone, which is basically a pizza inside out, and it had that sourdough crust, which is what this place says they have for all their pizzas. And I could tell you, it was phenomenal. I couldn't decide whether I like Kendall's better or mine. We just love it. We need to go back again just to try the pizza. And they do cook their pizza and calzone in a brick oven. Gives it that little extra taste of Italy. Now today I happen to be going to a national park that I've never been to before, and I can't even remember right now what the name of it is, so I'll put that on the screen for you. But I've been wanting to go to this place for the last year, and it's not even that far from my house. It's only about 25-minute drive from the Hangdong area, which is the area I live in Chiang Mai. It's about 15 minutes south of Old City, so not too far away. One thing I'm curious about with this motorcycle is how well it does going up some mountains, going up a good steep incline. I'm hoping that I will find something here that I can climb just to see how well it does. I've heard good reviews about this Honda CT125 for climbing up, which you wouldn't think it would since it's only 125cc. But one of the reasons I bought it is from the reviews of everyone who weigh more than me. I weigh around 200 pounds. There were some guys reviewing it from the United States that were a lot heavier than me that were having no problem going up mountains. So we shall see. I saw somebody online yesterday who was talking about the Honda CT125 and the little shifter that it has on there. It's the heel toe shifter, which is a lot different from what you normally see on motorcycles. And somebody from the US, I'm gonna guess they've never been to Thailand, was trying to explain exactly what it was for. And I forgot the explanation he was giving, but he forgot the simple explanation, and that is, this motorcycle is here in Thailand. They have the Honda Wave, which has the exact same shifting system on it. And really it was designed so you could shift the motorcycle even with flip-flops on, because in Thailand, flip-flops are usually the shoe of choice, because when you go in somewhere, you take off your shoes. It's easier just to sling your flip-flops off than bending down and having to tie and untie your shoes every time you go in and out of your house or some other building that requires you to take your shoes off. So by having the heel and the toe being able to shift up and down with that, you never have to stick your toes underneath the shifter and lift up. And as you can imagine, trying to do that with in flip-flops would be very painful to your toes as you're shifting. Okay, here's the official pretty entrance right there. This is the one I saw when I looked this place up on the internet. So we're here at Ab Khan. I'm really not going to do much while I'm here, just probably go see the river, which I've seen pictures of on the internet. I just wanted an excuse to take this baby out today, and I thought this would be a good place to take it. So here is the Ab Khan River. As you can see, it's a beautiful scene. It's got the rocks that are coming in on both sides. Absolutely pretty. I would love to take a kayak and go down there and just see how beautiful it really is, but unfortunately I am stuck here on a rock. so I won't be seeing too much of it. And down here we have the downstream scene. I gotta say one thing I can never get used to whenever I ride motorcycles, and that is, but whenever you hang your helmet on your motorcycle to, you know, walk around wherever your destination is and go do things, bugs will crawl into your helmet. I'm trying to get one out now. And they will get into your helmet, and then when you put it on, they will crawl into your ear. And it just makes me crazy when they do that. I'm like, ah. And there's really not much I can do about it, because I keep trying to get my hand up in my helmet to where my ear is to brush it away. Can't reach my ear. This helmet's too snugly fit on my big head. So I have a question for you. Please leave the answer in the comments. What kind of videos does everybody want to see? Meaning our channel has a lot of real estate, restaurant reviews, and we have daily living in Thailand and all that good stuff. If there's another topic you guys are interested in, please let me know down in the comments. Try to be nice about it, and I will try to make it happen. Anyway, thank you for watching, and that's all I have for this episode. Please subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, Kap Kun Kap.